Dear children.
Alright guys. Yeah. So, anyway. Here. Or Tom, no, she's got long legs. So, it's like, it might look awkward and I look bad. So, this guy sucks. Why would I ever come to this class?
Hey, grab this lady. You can probably clean it up.
Yeah, oh man, yeah. She's like, anybody have blood? We need you! Anyway, so I want to focus today on basically the scenario that we worked on Monday where I have Tom tip backwards, boom, and we're controlling the knees, right? We talked about a number of different scenarios. The first one being, of course, we have our X pass where I move the knees out of the way and catch the pass, right? We talked about what happens if, as I go for that, I'm not controlling the legs effectively enough and his knees kind of follow me, in which case he'll likely gobble up a leg, right? So like hook up with your knee, in which case I'm going to use weight going forward to be able to drive my feet going backwards. And I kind of initiate a sort of a quasi-Toreando pass, right? And of course, obviously, the Toreando pass itself. Today we're going to focus on foot positioning. It's like the last sort of like field of defense that we haven't really covered in our we've gone over so far. There's three primary positions he's going to put his feet that can cause him trouble. Number one is you can put them on my hips, right? Frame me out. Number two, we're going to get to that in a second. Number two is I'm trying to push them straight down to the floor. So go ahead and push your feet straight down to the floor, like all the way on the mat, right? So we're now kind of in this situation. This one's pretty solvable. We'll go into that in a second. But lastly, he's got his feet up. His feet going into my elbows. In which case, he's going to very likely grab my sleeves, just like he just did a second ago. I told y'all I was getting that. We end up in sort of spider guard situation. So, whether the feet are on my elbows or on my hips, we're going to use the same exact function to initiate our movement. All I'm going to do from here, guys, like if you ever get caught in this sort of spider guard scene, like let's get that left leg closer to the bend of my elbow, please, and then straighten your right leg all the way out. Yeah, it's going to be a very challenging scenario to deal with. What I'm going to do to beat this, it'll be a little harder with his legs straightened out, but it'll still work pretty effectively, is I'm going to shuffle straight back to clear those grips. Just shuffling back. Same thing goes if I'm here, he's on his back, his feet go on my hips. And he's trying to, right, exactly, very similar scenario, they'll likely grab the sleeves here as well, is I'm going straight back. And as you guys notice, it puts me right in that spot where he put his feet on the floor. So it gets me to that same position. From here, our first immediate option is that same Toreando pass that we did as a response to the X pass defense. So meaning that, let's say your feet are on my hips, and you can have my sleeves, whatever, doesn't matter. By the way, if I'm in this position, what I just have to make sure I don't do is let my shoulders keep going farther than my hips. That's how I'm going to get flipped over. It's like hip pressure and work for posture. So if it tries to pull me in, it's going to be kind of challenging to get me to go, like shoulders over butt. So from here, I shuffle straight back, let his feet touch to the floor, drive him to one side, and throw it out the pass. That's a very simple solution, but it's not the coolest. That's a real answer I just gave. It's a real thing I just said. I'm going to show you the coolest. This is one of my favorite passes in jiu-jitsu. So, this is going to be most effective if they're at the elbows or the hips, so I facilitate by driving backwards. If his feet are on the floor already, it's like, what's the most universal principle of jiu-jitsu? They're going to try to defend the thing you're trying to do to them, right? That's like universally the truth. So if I'm here and I'm trying to do anything to Tom, like whatever it is, if he puts his feet down on the floor and I start trying to circle, he's going to think, oh, he's going to try to circle, he's trying to move that. There's a big difference between if his feet are already down and he puts his feet down, go ahead and put your feet down, and I start moving. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's one thing if I do it as a response to what he's doing. It's another thing if he's frozen in this position and I start trying to facilitate the scenario. So,
I think it's more like you're anticipating it versus I'm anticipating it.
well, I don't like to think about anticipation so much. I like to think of it as like effective response because here's the thing. Let me get you up. If I have him here and that's like so much easier than all this other stuff. I don't gotta sit, I don't gotta rotate, I don't have to do anything. I literally am just like step and I pass his guard. So I'm gonna try to do that, right? So I'm not doing the X pass as a fake. I'm doing the X pass. But if he, like, in the midst of that, as I'm trying to go for this, he puts his feet to the floor, I'm going to take advantage of it. Does that make sense? Like, if I fake the X pass, he's not going to respect it enough to have to respond to it. Maybe that's the best way to do it. So anyway, he's on his back. Let's say his feet are on my hips. I'm trying to control him, drive it in. He's got his feet on my hips. I don't have the ability to circle. He's staying on top, all this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to step back, pull forward, and hop to the mount. I'm right here. You'd be surprised how often that works. Like,
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that.
stupid simple move. Like, so stupid. Again, even in the spider guard, we're here. Again, the only thing is I have to make sure he clears the feet. You get a good one, right? So I'm here. I have to get a hold of the pants. I'm shuffling back, and then hopping my hips forward. Take the position. So the two things will work pretty simply. We'll say he's on his back. Let's see, your knees are up. Boom. So again, if I'm here and he just drives his knees to the floor, driving the knees to the side, circling out. And remember, get that length. If I'm here, move around. Oh, darn it, I'm chasing. But go back. So, move around.
Yeah, it's not really.
So the farther my feet get away, the more weight, more I'm stapling those knees to the floor. That same motion can be done at the end and say, up, feet on the hips. All I'm doing, shuffle straight back and pull his knees to the floor. Go back. Spider guard. Boom. Shuffle straight back. Feet to the floor. And then from there, same, tip the knees. Finally, feet on the hips. We'll just go from feet on the hips for this. You can get it sleeves. Either way.
I just feel more comfortable.
Yeah, no, that's good positioning. That's right. From here, same idea. I'll go slow, shuffle back. Notice how he kind of sits up if he stays tight. And I'm pushing down and hopping over top. From here, settle your good now. You're ready to go. Can you see that, Tom?
No.
Excellent. Make sense, guys? Cool. This part not worked out. 1, 2, 3. And Tom, why don't you circle on these gentlemen?
Okay.